What is up, Rap Potential YouTube? Welcome to today's video. So, this is going to be a monumental transformation within this video. Alright guys, we're going to pause the video real quick. I'm going to chill, dog. Explain to you a couple things. So, my computer decided to take a dump, so I haven't been able to edit these videos until like now when you're seeing them. I'm editing the night before. I bummed my sister's laptop, threw Premiere on there, and we're cranking these out for you guys. So I appreciate you guys holding on for last week. All this stuff happened last week. I feel chronologically it'll still fit this week, you know, me referencing the weekend and Saturday, this, whatever. But this did happen more Memorial Day weekend. So thank you guys very much for watching. Back to the live action. To some extent, because we're going to be pretty much done with the livery for the rally car, which I don't know if you can see it. I have projected on the side of the car. So, if it's your first time on the Rap Potential YouTube channel, feel free to check out any of the other videos here. We do videos called Radformational videos where I get to teach you guys stuff about rotary cars, about building cool shop tools, all sorts of things. Go check that stuff out. If you are here because of the Millen Tribute Rally car, the entirety of this build has been documented on the channel. It's taken me about 6 months. I had this car in a rotisserie in here, flipped upside down. We've repainted every single inch of it. We've repainted the whole entire car. We fixed all the bodywork, rewired everything. It's a new car, okay? So, today we're putting the livery on, and I'm going to walk you through my process. Now, I am not, sorry to spin you around, I am not a rap god, all right? I don't have the sick beats, and I don't rap cars all the time, so this is kind of new for me. The most experience I have doing vinyl application is installing lots of dirt bike graphics, lots of like Polaris Razor graphics, you name it, stuff like that, right? So super thick, really thick vinyl on seemingly not flat surfaces, which I figured this stuff's a little bit thinner, was a little bit easier to work with as far as the car wrap stuff. And an RX7 is not exactly the most bodyline heavy car. So, let me run you through the process. What I've done, since this is a stripes livery, I'll put the picture of it on the page right now. And laying out stripes symmetrically is going to be hard, right? To make it match the original car as best as I could, just by eyeing it up. And you got to think, I'm looking at pictures of an old rally car from the 80s. So we're talking low res, far zoomed out. No one took a perfect profile. Well, somebody did, as I found it. But no one took like super high resolution, side profile, and then front profile pictures where I can lay the stripes out exactly, right? They just kind of winged it back in the day. So, all that being said, I'm a pretty, problem-solving guy. So what I did, I took this low-res picture that I had on the computer. Would have been this one here, I think, right here. This is a picture that I found. You can see it projected onto the car. That's what we're going for, which I have. And of getting ordered all of the original graphics, the SCCA Pro Rally, the Mazda, all that stuff. We're getting all that put on it as well. Just waiting to get that stuff to come in. So I took this picture, which you can see here, and I snipped it into a bigger picture. This is literally Microsoft snipping tool and Paint. Put this on here like this. I scaled the picture up so that way the door handle and the lock thing matched, which you can see if I get in here without blocking it. I got the door handle here, the lock thing here, they're matched up, which then gives me the profile for the stripes, right? So the Millen car has yellow, orange, red, blue, and they don't go all the way to the back. Okay, the back of the car is white. The blue stripe runs this body line up and then diagonally here. So I'm going to start, as I'm blocking all of it, I'm going to start right here, laying out some tape lines. I have some Expo markers, some dry erase markers. I'm going to mark little dashes where each stripe goes. You can see the blue stripe on the car is basically the bottom of the rocker panel. So the blue stripe will pretty much be just below that. And then you get a little triangle up here and it comes back up. The red stripe is the bottom of the car, so on and so forth. These stripes kind of grow and then they turn and come up over the thing. So here's my colors. I got a bunch of feet of graphics, and I've got some knifeless or knife edge tape or whatever, and we're gonna make this livery happen. That's about all I can say about that. I've never done this before. I feel like this is the best way to go about it. Having this projected on here, my projector, I can only get it so far away, obviously, in my little garage. But I think this will be good. So I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. We're going to get to laying down some stripes. Hopefully, when we lay this stripe down and go over the top, it lines up with the stripe on the other side. And fortunately, 3M, and I've never, like I said, never really wrapped a car to know, but 3M makes this like knifeless tape right here. So what this is, and I'll explain it once I learn how to use it. But how I've interpreted it is this is like a piece of fine line finishing tape. So if you've ever painted a car, you have like your fine line pinstripe tape. It's that tape with razor wire inside of it, much like a twisty tie. That's inside of it. You put that on in your, so like my thoughts are I'm going to put that tape line down the edge of this stripe here, the yellow, right? I'll lay the yellow vinyl on there as best I can. I'm probably going to do a seam in the body line, or just do, chop it here. I don't think I can make that corner very well, so we're going to do that. Lay the tape edge on there. Once you put the vinyl over it, you peel the tape edge back, and it cuts the vinyl for you along that line. Then you get the residual tape out of there, and then you just fold the vinyl back down, and you're good to go. So enough of me rambling. There's the colors. We're going to take all of this. We're going to put it on the car. Too bad I'm not Tony Stark and can just like do things. Alright guys, we have finished with all of the wrap I can finish for now. I can't do the hood because I've ran out of knifeless tape. It's a holiday weekend, so no shot I'm getting that. But I'm going to fire this thing up, or I guess put the back glass in it, put the door panels back in it, put the battery in it, put it on the ground. If you remember from the last video, the car wasn't running very well under load, so I found that the coupler at the mass airflow sensor was loose, you know, always forgetting stuff once in a while. And I put that back up, so I'm going to fire this up. It is a beautiful Tennessee morning, and we're going to go out into the middle of the yard in the sun and look at this thing in the sunlight. So let's get cracking, let's get to it. Alright guys, first time seeing it in the sun. For me, you guys already saw it. Man, thing looks good. What's up, dog? This is even the smash side. The rocker panel smashed in on this side. Didn't fix. We did the body work on the car, right? It's a race car, gonna get driven. Whole intention is for it to get driven. So if you make it too nice, you won't drive it. So we refrained from spending a ton of time fixing things below the rocker line because ideally it's just going to get rock chips smashed up, you know. You're going to drive it. Oh, it looks good. Dang. It'll look better once we get the hood stripes on it though. Sorry about the crazy wind noise if it's bad, but it'll look way better with the hood stripes on it. Woo! Heck yeah. Guys, I'm stoked. This thing has turned out awesome. So, like I said earlier in the video, like I'm not a wrap genius guy. So I got a couple of these little deals like right here. This piece, I did this twice and this is better of the two, but hopefully this wind isn't bad. This piece is laid on top of the rest of them, right? This one on last. So if I need to replace this one, I can. If this doesn't get any better with the sunlight or I decide I want to replace it, I'll replace just that top bar and it'll look better. And I've got some, you know, some bubbles that'll bake out here in the sun. I'm going to let this thing sit out here, kind of get better. But it is what it is. You know, like I said, I'm not a wrap guy. I don't do vinyl, you know. I understand how it works. I did it on dirt bikes and stuff way back in the day, but this is the good side. Thing looks good. Alright, so I'm gonna make a whole video once it's pretty much done. Basically why I built the car this way with this livery, because it's kind of like, the short story is this is the car that really like inspired me to want to race rally and love RX7s and everything. So I've just been kind of building it myself. Building the dream RX7 in my mind, even though I'm going to sell it, but sheesh, guys. Dang. This thing looks so good. Alright, well, as much as this is a pretty short video, and I might add some stuff in the end of it here, whenever I move this back up there, so I might try to do some donuts. Anyways, as much as this is a short video, this literally took me 2.5 full days of, you saw, putting the projector up, laying the stripes out by hand, putting the vinyl on, peeling the tape, laying the stripes out again, putting the vinyl on, peeling the tape, etc., etc., and redoing it. Like, I had to do this corner twice right here, which then helped me because then I knew how to do it for the other side. You know, this panel was luckily my first go. This was my first go. Did this on the first go, which it was last, so it looks the best. This side, you know, the lower stripes came out just a tad different than the other side. They're a little bit, the wind is probably killing you guys. Those stripes are just a little bit lower than this side, if you see that. But by my design, I wanted to keep this side up, so I still had some blue that wasn't running straight through where that rocker panel was smashed. So I think it came out fantastic. I don't even think you guys have noticed that if I wouldn't have said it. These stripes are a little thicker, more pronounced, and these stripes are a little bit more like how the actual car was, which is a low set of stripes and you could barely see the blue. And then I didn't want to vinyl wrap the actual rocker, so I stopped right here. This is rock guarded from the factory, and then I rock guarded over it as well, just to keep the rock chips out, and I didn't want to put vinyl over that, so I stopped at the edge of the paint, I guess the smooth paint, and then I need to pull the gas tank door off, and I just want to redo it. I couldn't get in here whenever I laid the full sheet to really push that in. Man, Calvin, we missed some dents on the gas tank door. My fault, oh well. But let this thing cook in the sun. I'll come out here and push some of these bubbles out. You can take like a little pin and pop the center or the edge of them and push the air out. You'll never notice that little pin prick. So anyways, alright, well, that's the end of this portion of the video. I'm going to go ahead, let this thing sit out here most of the day. I'm going to work on another car. It's Memorial Day, kind of take a little bit of a break, but there is no breaks at the Rad Ranch. So I'm going to start working on the 99 car, getting that interior clean, getting my gauges installed, getting the seat pulled out of the silver car, and then put back together. So if the video shows like 3 minutes longer than this, please watch it. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Keep it rad.